Welcome to episode 3 of All In Season 2, Sub 220 London Marathon attempt. It's pretty windy out there, so I don't know how the audio is going to be. Just done 8 miles. My legs are so tired after the 80 miles last week. Trying to build to 85, maybe 90 this week, but we'll see. Gonna lose some of the intensity and try and build that volume. So just done the 8, like I said. Aerobically, felt great, but just felt like I was running on lead, basically. Lead legs, through jelly, I don't know, custard. I don't know what I'm saying. I do like custard. But yeah, first run done. We'll do an easy run later on the treadmill and try and build some volume and hopefully make it to tomorrow with my legs still intact. There we go, run done. That was an absolute battle. Some days I'm just fighting the urge to go home the whole run. I knew it was in my head today. I knew that my legs had it. I had a really easy day yesterday. Skipped my second run, shortened my first run. I knew that I could get it done, but my head just wasn't in it. So what I did is what I've done loads of times is I'm self-coached, so I don't really have anyone that I'm accountable to. Kelly's the closest to any accountability. So sometimes I pretend I've been set a run by a coach, and that when I get home, if I, check in, report back to the coach and say, oh yeah, I did 5 miles. And he's like, well, I told you 10 steady, so why did you do 5 easy? I pretend that we're reporting back. But today I decided to give him a name. I've gone with Brad. So there we go, Brad, 10 miles banked, as you set. Nearly didn't get it done, but it's done, and that is all training towards the London Marathon. So, cheers, Bradley. So I decided to mix it up a little bit and jumped on the spin bike, did a session on there instead of... They're playing football outside, I'm about to join them. Did a session on the spin bike instead of on the treadmill, because I just didn't fancy running, to be honest, so I thought I'd just do something a bit different. And I'm rubbish on the bike, but it was a bit of fun. It's one of these like virtual classes on the Echelon bike, and yeah, I'd do it again. I think it'd be really good if I can add in a few more cross-training sessions to mix up my training, improve my fitness, but just mix it up, work different muscles, stress different things. And yeah, it was good. That's it. Time for football. Am I done? Today was a threshold session. I told Kelly that I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do. It was either going to be 3x2 miles, 2x3, 6 miles, I don't know. And I did the first 2 miles and I couldn't hold it, so had a break, did the next 2 miles, and I was done, I was cooked. So it was only 2x2 miles, but fairly happy, about 5:15 pace, which was what I was looking for. It was very windy, I was really struggling in the wind, and it was hot, and there's my excuses, but it's still progress, and we'll build on this session now over the next couple of months. And then to finish up, came back, quickly changed my trainers outside, still one activity, didn't go inside, and then did some hill sprints on my hill. Haven't done hill sprints in so long. I actually made a video which I never put up ages ago, telling you why I do it and the benefits. So starting back right at the beginning, 5 times 10 to 15 seconds all out, walk back down, make sure I'm recovered, and then go again. Really good for strength, really good for your cardiac output, really spikes your heart rate nice and quickly, so quickly that the heart rate monitor doesn't really respond that well. But yeah, happy with that. And then just a little cool down now, and I don't know, it's about 9 miles I think, maybe 10, and a good day. Summer has come early. It is scorching, and as always I struggle in the heat, but 10 miles banked towards my goal. It's just got to keep plugging away. Sorry, I was reading an email. Yeah, just got to keep plugging away, keep turning up. Fitness is coming. Legs are absolutely cooked from yesterday's session, but it's all about just getting it done, keep turning up, and seeing that fitness slowly progress. Haven't doubled at all this week. don't really feel like doubling tonight. Might get on the bike, might do a recovery run on the treadmill, we'll see. Hello, it's Friday. I'm about to do 10 miles on the trails. I'm excited. It's a beautiful sunny day, but it's not too warm yet because it's early, so this should be good. Last night I didn't get my recovery run done again. The reason was I was trying to set up Zwift cycling for Kelly, and we were going to do treadmill and cycling at the same time next to each other, and for some reason my Zwift didn't want to set up, so it took a few hours, and by the time I was done it was 9:30 and we were both hungry and it was time for dinner. So no recovery ride or run yesterday, so my mileage is a bit down, but a good Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I should hit 80 plus, which is what I wanted to do anyway, but we'll see. Sunday would be London Marathon. I am pretty gutted that won't be running it, not gonna lie, but you know, there's much worse things happening than not racing. I'm not sure, you know, this whole training block is towards London Marathon in October now, but the signs coming out of the government are that there's going to be no mass events. Well, that's anyway my interpretation of what I'm hearing, by October. So we'll see. Hopefully it'll be on. And what I mean by hopefully is hopefully it'll be on because it's safe to do so. If it's not safe to do so, I don't want it to be on. But if not, I will keep training, hopefully racing some smaller events if there are any. And I enjoy the process of building, I enjoy the process of getting fitter, so that's my absolute fundamental aim, is to finish this year much fitter than I was at the beginning of the year. And if races start back in 2021, then watch out 2021, I'm coming for you. So let's get this run done. I'm still staying positive. I'm excited about my fitness building. I can tell it's building. I'm holding on to a lot of fatigue at the moment, but when I freshen up, I think I'm gonna run quicker than I ever have, and that's exciting. Even if that ends up being in a time trial, even if I do a big block of training now, then freshen up and go and smash a whatever, 10k, half marathon. I won't be doing a marathon time trial, I don't think. I want to save my marathon for a race. Anyway, let's get this run done. It is absolutely lush out here. Look at it. Makes you fall in love with running all over again. I'm enjoying this. There we go, 10 miles done. I didn't look at my watch at all, to be honest. Just had a look now. My heart rate was really low. I know I wasn't going that fast, but it's a hilly route. So that's a sign that, one, I'm getting fitter, and two, that I'm really tired. So yeah, not really much to report except for the fact that my legs feel like they're gonna drop off. No session tomorrow. My plan is to try and do 2 small sessions a week, but I'm gonna stick at 1 this week. Just try and get the miles in and try and get it up to beyond 80 to try and keep on progressing the volume. My legs just aren't ready for anything fast, and there's just no need. There's no races, and I'm getting a lot of fitness, aerobic fitness from the miles. So no session. Next session will be next week. Maybe get some strides done, get some pop back in the legs, and then on maybe Monday, Tuesday, and then a session maybe Wednesday. But happy enough. Good to change up the route, good to get out on the trails. Didn't see, well, I saw like 1 person and some PCSOs, those like police officer, support police officer things. They were looking for someone, there was a missing person. I thought they'd come to tell me off, even though I'm doing nothing wrong, but you know how, I don't know, I think this coronavirus has made us all a bit paranoid. I thought they're gonna be like, you shouldn't be outdoors, but you know, I'm just doing my 1 bout of exercise. I was running everything from home, but now I'm doing a couple of runs 5-minute drive away, because I saw new guidelines from the police that said if you're exercising for longer than you're driving, then it's not too bad, it's okay. And to be honest, it's heaving. where I live, and it's completely empty on the trails. So a 5-minute drive, and then I can just run and be completely self-isolated. So it actually makes common sense as well. Initially it made common sense, but I still wasn't doing it because it was against the guidelines. But since the guidelines have changed, my attitude has changed. I don't know why I'm justifying myself, but yeah. So another 10 miles banked, and let's go home. I've already had my breakfast. I've been having these smoothies, throwing loads of muesli in with some milk and some frozen berries. Oh, tastes amazing. So yeah, I'm loving that. Gonna keep doing that, and actually it's sitting really well then for my run, so might do it a bit more often. Normally porridge, but it's getting a bit warm, and I go off porridge when it gets warm, and I like colder things, so this cold frozen ice smoothie is delicious. Wish I had one now, to be honest. So, like I said yesterday, no session today, just a bit of a steadier run. Really had to try and force it. Averaged about 6:20 pace, but I just couldn't get my legs going. Heart rate wouldn't get into the 150s, so it's like I'm fit but very tired. So happy with the pace, just frustrating that I couldn't push on a little bit more. But another 10 miles banked, and I've picked it up the second half of the week and should be looking at 80 plus miles, so that's good. But I think I really need a massage. Maybe Kelly can give me one. So the training's not glamorous at the moment. It's just getting it done and letting that fitness build. I am happy with how it's going, but I'm also worried what it's going to feel like when I'm banging in 100 miles a week, when 80 miles is feeling really tough at the moment, even without the sessions. But that's what the body does. It adapts to a stress. So just keep applying this stress, let it recover, and it will adapt. So just got to hang in there. Just a bit like marathon training, you've just got to keep on turning up, hang in there, and let the fitness take care of itself. So this pre-marathon block is going to plan, but the legs certainly weren't expecting to feel this tired. Right, time to eat something. 10 miles banked, and now all the food. Look at that: chorizo, avocado, tomato, mozzarella, eggs. I think that's it. And some lime juice. That's it. And obviously the bread. Toast. Yeah, that's it. But look how good it looks. It's the London Marathon. Roll in, come on! It's not actually the London Marathon. It's cancelled. So it's a long run on the trails, probably about 18 miles, not 26, not fast, just chilled out. Got a bit of red hot chili peppers in my ears at the moment. Let's do this. Ah, I love it. Absolutely love it. So I'm approaching 13 miles. This is the point where I'll be crossing Tower Bridge, hopefully feeling good. In about 72 minutes, the crowds are going crazy. I'm trying to hold in the adrenaline, but instead, I'm grinding it out on the trails, thinking of the long game. Races will be back, and I will be ready. Woo! It's a tough little hill here, tougher than Tower Bridge. It's no Tower Bridge. Nearly 13 miles in, this is pretty much exactly where Tower Bridge would be. And this is what we've got. Hello? No crowds. But this is where you do the work. This is where you make your Tower Bridge experience, by getting out and getting your long runs done. Whenever the races return, these are the runs that get you ready. Right, better get on. Bit gutted that there's no London Marathon, but I'm excited about the sort of shape I can get into. So let's crack on and get this done. There we go, 18 miles done. I thought it was going to be 18 miles in total, but I've still probably got at least a half a mile back. I hate it when I mismeasure things. I had in my head 18 miles. Is anyone else like this? Never mind. A good run and a good week. I've probably done more vert or elevation than I've done in a long time. And I'm done. 18 and a half miles, 2 hours 10, and my legs. I'm not going to double today. I might do like 15-20 minutes very easy on the bike to warm the muscles up, and then do a stretching session because I think my legs need it. My hamstrings feel tight. I haven't done this sort of elevation in a week, maybe ever. 80 miles is still a big week for me. I think I'm gonna have to back off the intensity even more to get more volume in, or wait for my body to adapt to this sort of volume, because I'm just not ready for 90 miles yet. Really happy with the week though. I am grinding it out. Even those runs that I really can't be bothered to do, I'm getting out there and getting them done. I'm seeing it as, your one exercise token. I'm seeing how lucky we are to be able to run. I know in Spain, I think it's today, that they're letting kids under 16 out of their houses for the first time in 6 weeks, which seems like madness, but it's just necessary action that they've had to take. And I just realised how lucky I am that I can do the thing that I love and that keeps me mentally stable and mental health doing okay, which is getting out and running. And it's when I can get out and do this that I realise just how just how lucky I am. So 80 miles, a bunch of elevation, a bike session. Oh, I did strength yesterday, I forgot to mention. I always forget to mention my strength. Yeah, it wasn't a great session to be honest, my legs were very tired, but I did get some squats done with some weights and some bit of plyo. What else did I do? Some token press-ups and pull-ups and some core work, some step-ups on quite a large step. And yeah, that was about it I think. Oh, some deadlifts. Anyway, I've promised from the comments in the last week's video that I'm going to do a dedicated strength video. I'm going to do a dedicated why I'm doing easy and steady runs video. I've got loads of shoe reviews to come. Basically, I've got loads of videos to come out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my all-in videos, but I'm going to do some separate videos where I go into a bit more depth on my heart rate training zones, why I'm doing what I'm doing. There's two ways to look at it. You can either just bang out sessions that people have done before that have worked for people, which is great and it works, or you can understand why you're doing what you're doing. I've got a very scientific mind. I did a scientific degree. So for me, yes, I might copy sessions that people have done that work, but I also want to understand why I'm doing each run. So that's really important to me. So I have read a lot of books, a lot of papers, and then I've talked to other coaches, and yeah, I try to understand what I'm doing. That's why I like to coach myself, because I find with a lot of the coaches I've spoken to, they might set sessions and I'll just ask the simple question of what's the purpose of this session, and they'll just give me some vague answer which doesn't really make much sense. Yeah, so basically I like to set sessions for myself so I know what I'm doing it for, why I'm doing my recovery runs, why I'm doing different easy and steady runs. And anyway, I'll explain that in a separate video. My arm is killing me now from holding this gimbal thing. So 80 miles done, banked another week. That's week 3 done. In the long block to whenever the next marathon is, hopefully London in October, but if not, something else. I'd love to do Valencia. I'm on a waiting list, can't seem to get a place, which is really frustrating. So Valencia Marathon, if you're watching, please give me a place. That's me begging, just because I'm just desperate to run a marathon, and if there's nothing in October or September, then hopefully we'll be back to normal and Valencia will still be on in December. But if not, I will keep on looking for something. Hope all of your training's going well. And now my arm is really hurting, so I've got to go. I'm so thirsty. People ask what I drink on my long runs, and the answer is, on my easy long runs, normally nothing, unless there's a shop or something en route, which there isn't in the forest. On session long runs, if Kelly's on the bike, she'll pass me drinks. Sometimes I stash a drink and do a loop. So just throw a drinks bottle in the bush, and then every time I come around the loop, take a drink on board. But mostly I don't take on drinks. I'll take gels with me if it's a session. If not, I won't. I think I would prefer to take on drinks, but it's just not feasible. And I think I've trained myself quite well to deal with not having to take a drink on every long run. I know some of the best marathon runners have run incredible times taking nothing on. I think I read somewhere that Mike Grattan, who won London Marathon in 2009, back in 82, 83, I think it was the second or third London Marathon. He didn't take anything on in that run. So yeah, it can be done. I'm not advising it, but for long runs, I can't think of anything worse than holding a bottle. So I just do the best I can. Back in Swansea, there's some routes where you can just like call into a garage, pay contactless or whatever, take your card out with you and get a drink, but not in the forest. I don't really fancy drinking from the stream. Freddie does, but it's not for me. Just to clarify, Freddie's a dog, not a running partner. Right, my 2.6 challenge is 26 headers. I haven't done these in a long time. This could take a while. There you go, that's 3. So I've been at it a while, but I'm going to stick at it. 26 headers for the charity mind. Oh no, I don't know if it was on the screen. There we go. I'll put my donation through to mine now. 26 for the final one for luck. It didn't take that long actually. But yeah, that's my challenge. Couldn't think of anything else. But I think the main thing is getting some donations into the charities, because they're obviously going to struggle with getting the funds that they would have got on today, which is the London Marathon race day.